When it comes to sustainability, it seems like America is the #1 exporter of ideas and the last in action. The United States has the intellectual and manufacturing infrastructure to develop the ideas necessary for a sustainable society. So what is the missing piece of the puzzle? Well, perhaps we are missing more pieces than we think. Let's explore the pieces that we are missing. The setbacks to sustainability are social dilemmas, economic timelines, and technological timelines. The first major setback to sustainability has to do with social issues. Our consumer behavior has led to unsustainable inclinations and has become a habit. Modern retail and consumer packaging have led to an increase of a throwaway culture. However, these practices are convenient to our busy schedules and business practices rather than our environment. An example of an ingrained social habit is consumerism aesthetics. One major issue is that many companies have a hard time with compromising the aesthetics of their products for more sustainable alternatives. In an article by Steve Tolkien, cosmetic industry executives stated, "There are definite limits on environmental focus for an industry where appearance and image matters most, and competition for consumer attention can be fierce." So that means companies would rather have their products look better to help them sell more than to have their products and their materials be more sustainable. Companies that have sustainability at the core of their values from the very beginning can show that this problem can be solved. Another setback to sustainability are economic concerns. A large part of this problem is that creating sustainable materials is very expensive. On top of that, the systems to support the materials are expensive as well. In order to create something entirely new, you have to make a new manufacturing process as well as a new way to dispose of it. If a new sustainable material doesn't fit within the standard processes, there's going to have to be a new method that needs to be developed. There needs to be a focus on making sustainable materials at a large scale for a small price so that companies are able to implement them and consumers are able to afford them. Have you noticed that a lot of your sustainable options at your local grocery store are way too expensive? Maybe that's why nobody wants to buy them. Has unrestrained capitalism hindered our chances at a sustainable future? Perhaps, but an economic ideal may not be entirely to blame. Businesses are profit-driven, and because of that, businesses will cater to the desires of consumers. However, we're entering an age where the lowest price isn't the only deciding factor of a consumer. Consumers are becoming increasingly aware of the practices that their dollars fund. If you are a consumer and you want to become more sustainable, you as a consumer have to demand it. Lastly, the current drawback to sustainability is a result of the technology in our infrastructure. There may be more difficulty in revamping our infrastructure because we are unable to fathom the technology that would be necessary to do so. Perhaps the technology that we are developing is an attempt to answer the wrong questions. We are developing technology that are not yielding the solutions we desperately need. Just like how there are multiple pieces to this puzzle, multiple parties need to be involved in the sustainability supply chain. There needs to be a top-to-bottom revolution that ensures these sustainable solutions have a fighting chance. Remember, it is humanity that will reap the rewards if these practices come into fruition. If it was ever necessary to remove division amongst us, now is the time. With our resources, we could create a sustainable future, and the only catalyst would be for all of us to come together as a team.